Welcome to Give It a Shot. All right, this is the Give It a Shot Thursday, and my name is Christopher Lee, and this is
William Wallison.
All right, this Thursday we're going to try mix things up a little bit. We're trying something slightly different. We're going to try what I call dessert beer, and we got two choices here. The first one's going to be Stone, the smoked porter vanilla bean. Now, this is supposed to be a little bit of the it's a smoked porter, which I've never had.
Yeah, me neither.
This one's going to have 5.9% alcohol and 53 on the IBU.
So it's going to be fairly bitter.
A little bit bitter, yeah. But it's supposed to give us some coffee and chocolate, and a little
which
bit
should be pretty interesting.
Yeah.
But the way this is like what we're doing right now, we're mixing it up with
dessert.
Yeah, dessert with the beer.
So
which,
we have.
You know, me personally, I don't like drinking beer and eating food, but Chris said this is good. So
I'm trying to convince him that this beer would be a good dessert beer, not just a beer.
Yeah. But
with some rich chocolate.
Yeah.
Well,
a beer dessert.
I think that a brownie would be probably better, but this is some rich chocolate cake.
Yeah.
So, with that, we're not going to eat all of the cake, but you know, maybe we'll try some of this cake with also our second choice tonight. It's going to be this Dark Island. This is a Scottish ale, and I'm dying to try this because I've never had a Scottish beer.
Yeah, it looks interesting.
So
and we both like Guinness, so.
So this is actually brewed in Scotland too. So it's a Orkney brewery in Scotland.
Yeah. So, yeah, Orkney brewery.
So this is gonna be amazing. So
Quackalulu. I don't know how to pronounce that. So
I don't speak Scottish.
That's Quackalulu, lady. Like, okay, but this should be interesting. So see how this goes, see how it tastes. And we have the 1 12-ounce bottle to split between us.
Yeah, this one is, even though there's not very much in here, I mean, it's plenty. So we're gonna give this a shot here. Oh, look at that color.
That is dark.
Look at that. That's kind of a
that is
kind of a brown
beer.
A brown head on there.
Yeah.
Tan. Yeah, that's gonna be delicious. Well, I hope so.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I hope so too.
Let's say that we take a bite of the cake and then try the beer.
Dark. That is dark. Put that in front of the GoPro. How dark is that?
Wow.
That is.
See this light that we have on the side here?
Yeah.
I can barely see through that.
That is dark.
Give it a smell though.
Ooh, that is strong. Smells like a beer.
Yeah, I have. That must be what malts smells like.
Yeah, very strong. Okay, so bite of cake first, then beer.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take a nice hefty bite of the chocolate cake. That's really good cake.
That was really sweet. That is. That's some good frosting. And then a drink of the beer.
All right. Wow. That complements the chocolate pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, you go from the
that is bitter,
but you go from an extreme sweet to the coffee overtones in this beer. A little bit of the tart doesn't linger very long.
I'm still tasting it.
Really? Well, it is 53 on the IBU, which is high, but
no, but it's not bad. I mean,
no, this
I can taste like some more into it. They can't quite taste the coffee they're talking about though.
Well,
is this the one with coffee in it?
Yeah,
or is it the Dark Island that has
both. The smoked porter. This is a smoked porter with the difference is that they added the vanilla bean into the extract. So I don't know if it's the extract, but there's
man, that is strong.
Laura Ulrich had a stroke of brilliance, and what she introduced was the vanilla beans into a small batch. So she tried that, and voila, a stone smoked porter with vanilla beans was born. It was an instant hit. Okay, so blah blah. So the combinations. So it's almost like it perfectly melded with the chocolatey, malty, coffee-like characteristics of the beer. So there might not be coffee in here, but it kind of has a coffee thing going on.
But that is so strong. That is a strong beer.
We don't have to finish the whole thing, but maybe try another bite with chocolate and see what that's like.
I don't think it's not necessarily like, you know, bitterly strong. I mean, I can taste the bitter to it. It is bitter.
It's only 5.9% alcohol.
Yeah, but it's strong though. You know, it tastes like when it hits you, it hits you.
I kind of like the contrast of the sweet and the sweet of the cake to this.
Yeah.
That's why I think it's a good pairing as a dessert beer. It's working out pretty good. Yeah. That's kind of nice. Now I don't know if I could drink that without the cake. I would want the cake as a way to remove the bitterness. You know, together, don't you think? If I was having these for sure together, that's a great pairing. I love chocolate cake, and I don't need beer to have it. But if I was if I wanted to do something a little bit more mature and have beer with as part of the dessert, that's kind of a good combo. I'd go for that. I'd say in this scenario, give it a shot.
I think it's killing me.
It's not for everybody.
No.
So let's try the Scottish.
It like makes it linger even longer.
Oh really?
Yeah.
There was two bottle caps because I have two of these beers. So I'm just gonna show you the one that I like the best. So there we go.
Yes. So it might change on you when you see this one. It switches to the other one. But hey.
Well, you know what?
That's the magic of TV,
this is a neat looking bottle cap on here too. There's that one. Okay, this one is the Dark Island. This one is 4.6% alcohol. So
and put that guy to the side.
Significantly less alcohol in this one than what was in this this one here. Yeah, let's switch these around. So
it's less alcohol.
Yeah. Yeah.
4.6 by volume. This one we don't know the IB on, right?
No. But from the reviews that I looked at online, it seemed like everybody enjoyed it for all kinds of different reasons. So they didn't mention that it was very bitter. So it might be bitter, but don't know.
Yeah, we'll find out.
And so what we're supposed to be able to smell on this one is pretty cool. Some bitter chocolate like this one, and figs, toffee, and hints of fruit.
Yeah, dried fruit.
Yeah. And then and then we're supposed to be able to taste is like a silky smooth coffee chocolate with taste the figs and dried fruit too. So
I forget which one it is. Which one does it say they're specially batched made or something?
This one you can get all year round.
Yeah.
This one's an all year round one.
That looks sexy.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, that looks that looks really good. Get this one. No, not that one. That one. Ugh.
Look at that.
That's nice. That's nice. So, this one says it. Handcrafted in small batches.
Oh, so it.
Yeah. So this one, it's like, I don't know.
So that might mean that the beer could vary a tiny bit from batch to batch. It might not be exactly the same every time you find it.
And not only that, but this thing has been in the making for 5,000 years.
Yeah, that's what they say.
So it better be perfect. You got 5,000 years in your hand. Not only are you damn old.
Okay, let's see if we could smell what it says on the back of the bottle. It says you should be able to smell bitter chocolate, figs, toffee, and hints of fruit.
It smells like a bunch of crap. It smells like, well, not crap per se, but.
Well, I don't know what figs smell like, but
I smell beer. What about you?
Yeah, I just smell beer. But see, that's the unconnoisseur in me. I don't know what I'm smelling, but I don't really smell any. I don't smell chocolate.
Along with the dried fruit. And there's a hint of toffee. Is it toffee or coffee?
Toffee.
Toffee.
That's like fancy coffee.
Coffee. Yeah, it's fancy coffee. Toffee.
Okay, so I don't smell much more than...
Drink first or bite a cake first? I think drink first.
Let's try this first. Yeah, cheers. All right, so now we're supposed to be able to taste maybe some silky smooth coffee and chocolate flavors.
Toffee.
And figs and dates and droids and or dried fruit. And then
toffee.
Hop bitterness even. So
it
says
toffee.
Coffee and
toffee.
Coffee. to coffee. Whoa.
Oh. That, yeah, wow.
It's not really big.
Well, no, it's not bitter, but there's a lot of stuff in it.
Yeah.
I can, like, a whole bunch of...
This is a dessert all by itself.
Yeah, you know, screw the cake.
Yeah, wow. Okay.
I can taste the coffee.
Yeah. There's like a bitter, a bitter of the coffee kind of a thing going on there. I kind of taste like dried, like really dark chocolate, like the dried part at the end of taking a bite of rich chocolate after you've swallowed it, and you can taste that little chocolate aftertaste. Just a little bit of that.
I think I could taste the figs a little bit.
Yeah, there's a fruity, yeah.
Well, it's different. That's for...
I can taste the fruity something. There's like a tangy fruitiness. I can't put, but it must be the fig. But because it doesn't say there's other fruits in there.
Dried fruit.
Yeah.
So
maybe like a.
Of course, I don't.
Like an apricot or something, like lingering in the back at the back of the palate, the top of the mouth and the back. You get that tang. Yeah, that's neat.
That is interesting. It definitely is going to take a lot more than just one beer to figure out exactly what you're drinking. But it is interesting, and it keeps you wondering what is in my mouth.
Yeah, and you know, then it's you can get this all year round. It wasn't very expensive. Well, I think it was like $5 for that bottle, something like that.
Yeah,
$4 or $5.
It's fairly expensive, but it's not.
But oh, look at the head. It's got like a brown color to the head.
Yeah,
and
well, it looks
lingers around
just
a little
like
bit.
a Guinness.
Yeah. Speaking of Guinness, this probably has the bitterness of Guinness. Not much.
Yeah.
Maybe even less. But there's a lot of fruity stuff going on here with
I think it might have a little bit bitter than Guinness. But
maybe.
But from what it tastes like with the Guinness, you drink it and you really do is all you taste is flavor. You know, there is alcohol, but it's not a very strong taste of alcohol. There is a slight bitterness, but it's like
this tastes like
dumbed down.
Yeah.
And this has so much flavors in it that it's really hard to put your tongue on what it is.
Yeah.
For some people,
that's good though.
Like when they eat food, you know, they eat their meal in, you know, portions. You eat mashed potatoes, you eat your green beans, and you eat your steak.
This is all
because
at once.
you like to, because you like to be able to taste what you're eating. Other people, they take it, they mash it up, and they eat it all together, and they enjoy that.
Put it in a big
If
bottle.
you're that type of person, you're gonna love this drink because it has a lot.
Well, at the same time, what you could do is you could try to separate the flavors. That's what's kind of. That's what I was doing. I was getting it all at the same time, but I was trying to separate, and that takes a minute. You know, for me, anyways, I can't just pick it apart so easily. But that's what's kind of fun about this one. So you can have this. Still a great idea for a dessert beer. You know, if you're going to drink your beer after your dinner and you want something besides the cake, you can have this as a mature dessert
I think it might
beer.
be the same amount of calories.
Yeah, maybe.
But I want to try it with a piece of cake.
Yeah, let's try that.
See if it does anything. That's still some good cake.
That's very good cake.
I just taste cake. There really isn't no bitterness, so it doesn't overpower the cake, but the sweetness totally overpowers the beer. Because I really don't taste the beer at all.
Yeah. You know what though? At the same time though, that's not a bad thing either, where it doesn't change the flavors of stuff. So when I was drinking this one, that the severe sweetness of this was cut down by the bitterness of this, when at the same time the bitterness of this needed to be tamed by the sweetness of this. So for me, I could drink this and eat this cake, and it's not too much of anything.
Yeah.
But that happens in a different way with this one. This one is neutral, so it doesn't matter. They kind of just go together automatically. But this one was severe on the sweet, severe on the bitter, with some fun flavors in that too. Because there is a kind of a coffee chocolatey thing going on in that one.
Yeah.
But it's pretty bitter. So either way, I think it's a win-win.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, for me,
I don't know if I'm going to grade it, but
way too bitter with the cake, because I ate the cake and I drank it and I taste the bitterness, and it stayed with me somehow. So it made it even bitterier. So I did not enjoy it. Drink it by itself, high IBU.
Yeah.
You know, I guess if you like something like that, I mean, great smell to it. It smells strong. You know, it's not 5.9.
Yeah.
So I guess it is fairly decently strong, but
yeah, this
really
one,
bitter.
the Scottish beer was funner. This one's neat.
Yeah.
I enjoyed this one. I mean, I'll still drink the smoked. For me, I'll still drink this smoked porter. I thought that was kind of interesting. I wouldn't do that very often. I'm calling this one just a dessert beer.
A dessert beer.
Yeah, and this
not
one,
something he would realize.
This one I would drink for fun.
Yeah, I would drink it again just to try and realize what the heck I'm drinking.
And for the coolness of it. This is brewed in Scotland, man. It's pretty cool.
What would you grade this one if you give it a grade?
Well, I was thinking because it's a different category, not regular beer. I mean, it is on the beer aisle of some of the specialty beers. But I don't know about the grading it now. Let's try something new just for these dessert beers. Let's say
Go or no go?
Yeah, well, either that or good, better, best. You know, that kind of thing. And I would call this one, this smoked porter with vanilla bean, for me, just good. And this one is, man, this is like really good. So
what's the scale then?
I don't know.
Good, better, best?
Good, better, really good, best.
Good, better, really good, best. Good, better, really good.
Yeah, I'll write that
Okay.
down. Good, better, really good, best.
Okay. So good as in being, you know.
Yeah, it's not bad. Drink it if I had to.
And better being is, you know, it's better than being bad. That's one thing about it. And no. Good, better. What was it?
Really good.
Really good. Good, better, good.
Good, better, and then really good.
Why can't we just do numbers?
And best.
I don't know words. I know numbers. Okay.
So I'll write it down here.
Good, better, really good, best.
Yep.
So I give this one a good because.
So did I.
Okay, sure. It's not my thing. You might enjoy it. It's good. Actually, this is a good rating because now we can't say bad. People are like, how dare you? How dare you? So good. This one's really good.
Yeah.
It's not best. But
that's what I'm going to
really
say. That's really good. It's not the best. There might be something even that we haven't tasted yet that is the best. But I mean, this could be it as far as I know. Same thing with when I graded Guinness. I never came to it. I mean, it did come up with another 8, but who knows? I was holding out when I tried the Guinness. That might have been a 10 for me. But I'm going to hold out on this.
Well,
I really enjoy this.
Let's do it another time.
I really enjoy this, so I'm not going to give it the best because it might be something that I might consider the best.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say this one is the really good. That's the Dark Island Scottish brewery from
5,000 years in the making.
Orkney. Yeah.
They spent a lot of time on this beer. That's why it got really good. Didn't get best. It got really good.
So tomorrow on Friday, when you go down the beer aisle and you're looking for a fancy dark beer. Out of the two, I would pick up this Dark Island if you can see it. It's pretty good, and but if you got chocolate cake on the menu, then I'd go for the Stone smoked porter with vanilla bean if you can find the vanilla bean. They make it without the vanilla bean. It's just smoked porter. I guess that's pretty good too, but I'd go for that.
Yeah, give it a shot.
Yeah, give it a shot. So yeah, today's Thursday. On next Thursday we got that's kind of a mystery. I don't even know what's coming up next Thursday.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But thanks for watching. Give it a shot, and we'll see you next week.
Later.
Pretty cool.
I'm gonna finish my cake.
Yeah, let's do that. Good, good. Off the list. You know, I'm not sure what I've got here with some.